Let's take a look at the Windblume Festival. We will have 3 types of mini-games during this festival. The first one is Bullseye Balloons. In this mini-game you will have to shoot balloons in order to accumulate points. There are multiple types of balloons that will give you more points than the other, and some that will deduct points when you hit them. From the looks of it, there may also be some special balloons as well that have effects like this one, which is that when you hit it, it will explode and destroying other balloons around it. For the second minigame, we have the Floral Freefall. For this event, we will have to collect orbs in the sky. The more time we have remaining when finishing the round, the more bonus points we will get at the end of the challenge. If we do not collect enough orbs, we won't get a high score, because once you reach the ground the game round will be over, and you will have to start again. We can also do these events in co-op with our friends. For the third minigame, we will have Ballads of Breeze. During this minigame, we will have to play the lyre. From the looks of it, this minigame will be more like a rhythm game. We will have to press the circles on the screen at proper timing in order to earn points. From what I can see, we will have some challenges and 3 difficulty settings: normal, hard, and pro. We can get 2 gadgets by taking part in these mini-games. The first gadget is called Commemorative Balloon. This will spawn a balloon. When you shoot the balloon it will explode, creating some fireworks. And the second gadget that we will receive is called the Wind Song Lyre. With this lyre, players can freely play music in the game, and you can also use it in the co-op mode to play songs with your friends. During the Windblume Event Festival, we will have an event story that let us choose a windblume flower from the ones that we see in the panel. We will also get additional story tales apart from the story event, maybe something like what we had in the Lantern Rite Festival. Moving on to the third section of the Windblume Festival event, we have Peculiar Wonderland. In this section of the event, we will encounter 3 new randomized challenges that unlock buffs before facing a final boss. The buffs that you gain are dependent of the performance that we did in the small randomized challenges. We will get festive tour tickets and peculiar collab coupons from competing in mini-games and Peculiar Wonderland challenges, which you can exchange for rewards in the event shop. In patch 1.4 we will get a new 4-star character called Rosaria. She is a cryopolar muser. This is a quick showcase about Rosaria's elemental skill in action. Her elemental skill will teleport her behind her enemies, dealing cryo damage. This skill won't work on large enemies. Next, we have Rosaria's Elemental Burst. She will swing her weapon to slash surrounding enemies, then she summons an ice lance that strikes the ground. Both her actions deal cryo damage. While the ice lance is active, all the enemies will be inflicted with cryo damage. Let's talk about the new banners that will be available in patch 1.4. First, we have the Venti Rerun banner. I think he will be on the first new banner in 1.4 because this event has a lot in common with the Lantern Rite event, which we had in 1.3. The second banner will feature Tartaglia as a rerun as well, and the new 4-star Rosaria. Both Rosaria and Tartaglia will be on the same banner. In patch 1.4 we will get 5 new weapons as well. The 4 that you see on the screen, they will probably be obtainable from a new weapon banner. I will leave a link in the description for each individual weapon if you want to check them out. The last one will be a craftable 4-star bow. The weapon is called Windblume Mod and can be obtained from the Windblume Festival. This weapon will follow the same criteria as the Festering Desire, which we obtained in Dragon Spine, and can be refined to rank 5. In the next patch, we will get the continuation of Dainsleif's story quest. From the looks of it this time, we will actually encounter an Abyssal Herald, which kinda looks like Tartaglia on steroids. For the information we got from the live stream, from now the Abyss Herald will only be available in the story quest, but maybe in the future, they will add him as a new boss. During the Wishful drops, we will receive some investigations that we are going to do. During these investigations, we will partner up with a little Osinid, exploring together and helping him absorb Osinid creatures in order to grow more in the process. After all the explorations are over, the little Osinid will be added to our inventory as a pet. Like the little Sealy. The event challenging the
Raging Rodeo
will also appear in the Wishful drops. During this challenge, she gets new abilities and you can also attack her body directly. During this event, we are going to receive a lot of character experience materials as rewards. The only downside is that it costs original resin to collect these rewards. Every time we feed our little Osinid with enough creatures from some random area, we will receive an item called Hearth of the Spring, which we can use one at a time to claim rewards from the
Rodeo
challenge. There are 5 areas to explore, so there will be 5 Hearths of the Spring in total.
Everyone born in this corner of the world has dreamed about becoming the strongest in Teyvat. Dadaupa Gorge's meaty arena is currently summoning all contenders willing to fight for that title. Time limits, the status of your teammates, tough enemies, all manner of challenges and goals. Such things aren't good for your health, you know. The proportion of conductive substances within the sweat from your battle-worn brow is less than 1%. Release powerful shockwaves in this manner and increase the damage of your next plunging attack. This is known in some circles as the art of the cannonball. Mighty ancient warriors shall do battle with the rising star known as the Traveler. Is this what they call a clash of the titans? Sometimes you gotta tough it out a bit to become the strongest there is. I don't mean to be rude. Cross-arm laterals, training? That's not fair to the weak.
The event challenges will take place in Dadaupa Gorge Arena. Starting from the first day of the festival, a new challenge with 3 difficulty levels will be added daily. The rewards for these challenges will vary for each difficulty's levels. Upon completing a higher difficulty, all the other difficulties will be completed as well, so you only need to do the higher difficulty per day. There will be 3 requirements per challenge, and you have to achieve all of them in order to complete the challenge. We will also receive different buffs for each challenge. Some of the buffs that we may receive, in my opinion, are in the trailer, like the art of the cannonball or the AoE cleave that we see during the Shock Me I Dare You. Next, we have the best event that is coming in 1.4. Forget about the events that give us primo gems. This event is called a hangout event, aka rent a girlfriend, aka date simulator. We unlock this event by using 2 story keys. For now, we will have only 4 waifu: Barbara, Noelle, Changjin, Bennett. After that, we will receive a quest similar to the story quest missions. This is a permanent addition to the 1.4 patch. From what we heard during the live stream, additional characters will be added over time to the Rent-A-Girl simulator. This type of event has multiple ending paths like a date simulator game. You need to achieve all 5 endings for each character in order to get all the rewards. If you fail, you can retry as many times as you want without spending any resource. After you achieve 1 ending, you will receive 1 illustration of your traveler and character in the hangout event. Lastly, in patch 1.4 we will have new improvements to the game. In patch 1.4 we will be getting an increase in the condense resin department from 3 that we can make now. In 1.4 we will be able to make up to 5 condense resins. The next thing we have is a quality of life improvement for the cooking system. We will be able to cook manually any dish, even those that you already master. Next we have an optimization for the forging, crafting, cooking. The game will remember which character you used to make certain products, and they will be set as default for the next production. Another feature change will be lowering your world level by 1. For example, you can go from world level 6 to world level 5. This will be available from level 5, and you can change it back once you are ready. But keep in mind, the rewards will correspond to the current world level. Another thing to note here, you can only change your world level every 24 hours. Lastly, we will have some adjustments to the Spiral Abyss. In patch 1.4 we will be able to exit the Spiral Abyss at the character selection screen. We can check the elemental resonance of our party. And the most important thing is that in 1.4, we can restart the Spiral Abyss challenge mid-combat.